Hey, it's Coach Tim here. It's Threshold Thursday. I'm doing pretty good at no car video December. So here I am at the gym, and I figure since today's workout isn't difficult to talk about, that I could spend a little bit of time going over some techniques for the box jumps that you'll be doing today. So what do we have? I mean, the notes on Beyond the Whiteboard are gonna probably do a better job of explaining what's going on here than I will right now, just because I just finished the workout. But I can give you some thoughts that are top of mind, having just done it. We've done a lot of workouts this cycle that were not max effort at all, and we've done them on Thursday. They were all more like races that it behooved you to sprint, but where it wasn't, we weren't using the clock in order to elicit that response from you. Today, we are doing exactly just that, using a clock and a max effort movement, two max effort movements, in fact, and using that combination to sort of force some high intensity out of you. Now, it's gonna go one of two ways. This is a couplet, and which of those two ways it goes depends on which of these two movements do you like more. Because I know it's gonna be something like 75% or more who are gonna be like, well, I don't like either of these movements, but if I had to pick, it's the box jump overs. But there's a handful of really good bike riders who are gonna be like, I wish this workout was just bikes because I hate jumping on things and the box is not my friend. Which one of those are you? And you do need to kind of have an idea early on of which one you are. And the reason you need to have an idea of that is because it plays into your strategy. The strategy should be that one of the two movements is all out all the time, that you're constantly going as hard as you possibly can. And the reason it can't be both is because there's no built-in rest today, right? So you kind of have to you got to know that the workout movement that you are least good at, worst at, is going to be the one that is still a difference maker on your score, but that you can't afford to go all out in it because that'll take away from the thing you're good at. I'm a perfect example. I want you to look at my board here. Here's my board. Huge numbers on the box jumps, never more than 10 on the assault bike. And so I am doing this. Here's my biggest strategy point to you guys. Even on the movement you're good at, you're probably not going to want to go to the top of the minute every single time. You're going to want to give yourself some semblance of rest or transition time between movements. Even more so if you're in a class that has more than 6 people, you shouldn't be on the bike still at the top of the minute. You should definitely be getting off, getting ready to do your box jumps so the transition between people can occur if we have to share bikes. But outside of that, I wanted to give my all to the box jumps, and that made it feel like I couldn't really sprint on the assault bike. And as a result, I'm getting 23 as my average box jump overs every single time. And that felt like, well, that's better than getting 20, but trying to get to like 10 on the assault bike. The trade-off was worth it for me. My total score, 187 box jump overs today, 72 calories in the assault bike. I imagine most people will be somewhere in that ballpark as far as the difference between movements. So my total is 259. Let's talk about the box jumps though. Because today, I'll talk louder now, we gotta get up and over that box. And on a day like today where it's box jump overs, those are programmed specifically so that you can go faster. Why would a box jump over be faster than a regular box jump? Simple. Same reason why, I'll say in quotes, lateral bar over burpees are supposed to be faster than regular burpees. The whole point is that at no point am I required to stand up and open my hips at the top of the box, which allows me to stay hunched over. And this extension right here is a lot of effort and a lot of time. So I can stay hunched over. Even if I'm just facing the box, I never have to stand. I just get to the other side. And that helps me quite a bit. But then we can do some other things that are, athletic. Box jump overs lend themselves really well to some people to a lateral jump, right? You don't have to do the about face every time you get to the other side of the box. Still, other people, like me, will use a variation that takes advantage of the fact that I'm not opening my hips, and that is, I jump up, I stay low, and turn, right foot down. Jump up, stay low, turn, left foot down. That way I don't get dizzy. Always alternating the foot that I'm putting down, right? Other people, like Dylan, I always see Dylan do this. Chase does this a little bit too. It's like a hybrid, somewhat turned away from the box, somewhat facing it. But when they get to the top, that other foot's already on the way down. It touches the box for just a second, but then it's on its way down. Point being, this is supposed to be a movement that lends itself to high reps and going fast. And for that reason, we're allowing step-ups today. There have been plenty of opportunities recently or workouts that have box jumps where we said, definitely you have to jump on something today. We don't want to do that in a workout that is trying to demand of you in high intensity within the span of a short amount of time. I want people who are new to box jumps, who are a little uncomfortable with them for right now, to only be doing them when it feels like the context is safe. Today, you're gonna be riding the bike, you're gonna be jumping a lot. Let's just do step-ups and get a really good workout in heading into our big holiday event on Saturday. Outside of that, the other thing I need to mention, this is a pretty dominant leg workout if you let it be. I don't want you to let it be, which means on the assault bike, you are using your arms. And on the box, you are sending your hips back and you are using your arms and your hips to extend into that jump. You don't need to open them at the top of the box, but you sure as hell want to use your hips and your arms for momentum and high explosiveness. All right, guys, enjoy. Again, my score, 259. We're just gonna add both numbers together for one big rep count.